would you look at that? That's a Cobra. Probably looks a lot like not a Cobra, but that's kind of the idea. Yeah, so this is what I've been up to instead of making videos. It's not like they're super high quality anyways, but hey, when you're as bad as I am, it takes a while to even do mediocre. So here's the really quick rundown. I'm not going to try to I'm going to try not to ramble too much. The sides came out really good. All the body work came out super great. Very happy with all of it, except for a couple little things on the old front bumper. So this guy, our little plate experiment, maybe it looks okay to you, but to me, it's not perfect, and I'm not confident about it, so I think I might replace this front bumper with a new ABS one. Probably gonna do that. This is funny. The wife was helping me put this thing on, and we developed a couple cracks, and I'm pretty sure that is because either we didn't wait long enough, and it didn't really cure underneath, and it allowed too much flex, and the top part broke, or that's because I didn't use sealer. Either way, got to redo that bumper. So that's that. I'm gonna redo this roof. Maybe, I don't know. Here's the thing. It's definitely going to somebody else's paint shop, so I haven't really decided whether I'm going to do anything else to it or not. But here's what's definitely going to happen. Friday, she's going to the tuner on a flatbed, and she's going to get tuned. And hell or high water, we're going to find out what this motor can do. And hopefully we'll get it back next week with a clean bill of health. And you know, that's that. So once we get it back, I'm not gonna worry about the body for a while. I'm gonna just enjoy driving it for a little bit, work on the interior, get that crap sorted, and because we got our 10th anniversary trip coming up, so I just wanted to get this thing at least to this point before my birthday, to where I can hand it off to another shop. Here's the thing. There's a lot of custom body modifications that I wanted to do. Like this. These are functional, you know? There's no gap around here. The fenders, all that stuff, they're flared. The fenders are flared out. Those are 255 17 by 9s in the front. And they actually fit really good because I've widened this fender ever so slightly. So, and you can kind of tell with how that kicks out, like that. Normally they would be flush. It just kind of matches the rear now. So, little things like that all over the place. If I were to pay somebody to do it, we're talking over $10,000 easy. Plus, it was a color change, right? So it was a white car with black. I had to fix all that stuff. Remember, I painted the underside. I did all that stuff, the whole inside to the through the floor subframe connectors. So I had to do the whole color change and everything. So yeah, I spent probably a couple grand in like paint and body stuff, and I got it to here from where it was. Stripped it down, and we got her here. And I'm probably gonna pay 2-3 more grand at some shop that's gonna, just sand it down a little bit, sand it back a little bit, and shoot it again. Hopefully they don't have to do very much. I'm happy. Short story, I'm very happy with all the body work. She's straight. She is scuff and paint ready, basically. My fear was that if I took the car like all in primer over to somebody, I would drop it off, and number one, I wouldn't know if it was straight, because you never really know until you start digging into it. And painters, from what I've noticed, really hate it whenever people show up and they say, oh, it's paint ready, because it's usually not. This, you can look at it, it's shiny, so any problems are going to stick out, right? Well, do you see any problems? No, not really. You can't really see the front bumper. I think, let me just try to show you. Let's see if we can find it. The fact that I'm having to hunt for it has me even doubting myself at this point. So, I don't know, maybe it is okay. Maybe I did do a good job. Who knows? Who knows? Whatever. We'll find out. That's the cool thing about this color. It really hides problems really well. Like, you can kind of tell that the hood only has one coat. Because we ran into this. I shot it, and then there was that reaction, and I was like, oh, F that, I'm not even gonna waste the paint on it. So that only has one, that's why it's slightly discolored, and it's kind of satiny, you know? It's not as shiny, it's not as glossy as this other guy. You hear that? Yeah, so, anyways, that's that. Kind of a fail. It sort of turned out basically the way I figured it would, which is I got it all the way to the paint stage. We painted it, and it didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to. That's totally fine. It's kind of part of the plan. I've only really wasted, if you want to call it that, maybe $500-600 worth of paint and epoxy primer and stuff. Because remember, I stripped it all the way down, right? So it was bare metal and everything. So lots of trial and error over here. What's my point? My point is, just because it looks like a failure, you know, take a step back, walk away. The next day when you wake up, maybe you find out that the glass is half full. Because, you know what, I could roll up to a nighttime meet right now in this thing, and people would be like, wow, that's really cool, because they wouldn't see all the problems with it, you know? Peace out, Girl Scouts. Take care of one another. That's that.